Overpass to be having a really good game, but I feel like the rifling presence in general has been the main factor for a lot of teams. Guess we will find out. Chiefs starting out on the CT side. Grayhound going to get going on the T side of their map pick, which ignore that player in spawn with the bomb. Obviously that's some kind of a bug and no one's died in tunnels. Bit of an overlay issue, which will be fixed instantly by MC. God, MC.
Big brain
in
MC.
The chat.
Can I get Kappa Ross in the chat? Because that's what MC looks like. Who's got the hair for it? You can hit him up on MC_CSGO and check out that beautiful throw.
Alright. Well, Grayhound going to try to make something beautiful happen in towards this A bomb site. Ofnu and Blitz going to try to hold them off.
And Ofnu, he has been a real thorn in the side of Grayhound. He's going to start off nicely this time as well. Down to 14 HP, and Grayhound will look to press the attack, but Blitz is there as well to help out. These pistols have really not been kind to Grayhound, although not so kind for Zeusy there either until he
Do you ever just miss 11 bullets and struggle to kill the guy, and then the 12th bullet, just flick over onto the other guy's head? Too easy. Oh, that is literally Zeusy in a nutshell, though, I feel like.
Yeah, that's just when the instincts kind of take over. It's less about trying to aim for the head and more just like flicking. I don't know. Anyway, Chiefs have been very good on their pistols so far today. That is one takeaway for them. I think Grayhound have really struggled in that respect. But it doesn't seem to make too much of a difference. Ooh, those grenades. Well, that grenade being the only one, really. But that has really left Grayhound with a very low amount of HP across the board. And Blitz is going to have a field day here. Just look at him cleaning them all up. Almost the ace for him. Often took one.
5 alive for the Chiefs. That's going to keep their economy nice and strong. Now heading up against this Grayhound buy round. Good utility for all these Grayhound guys. Great job with the Kappa Rosses in the chat. RIP. Don't think there's many people, I can't think of anybody or a better candidate at the moment for people who have died before I was born, but I've watched that much of their content.
Okay.
Alright, Grayhound taking this short B control as well as putting pressure on the connector. No real pressure on this A side of the map. Ofnu as well as Blitz will be pretty well aware of that. This is not a full investment for the Chiefs from anyone except for Ofnu. They're keeping this MP9 Scout Famas as they're trying to get it done with the lackluster weaponry. A classic Grayhound move. All of the lads have pretty much taken map control without too much utility usage. Ofnu in the connector gets absolutely destroyed by Dick Stacy.
Got dicked on.
Absolutely got dicked. 100% agree. Now Chiefs in the 4-on-5 with their best weapon taken out of the equation. Probably quaking in their boots a little bit. They don't really have any information towards A. Flash goes out onto long. Don't really have anyone aggressing towards bracket. Dick Stacy's even going to flash in towards bracket. And this is a classic Grayhound move. Take the middle of the map. Throw some utility over towards one side and keep your opponent guessing. And then completely read the rotations perfectly. And just put yourself in an advantageous scenario. They've done it again. Smokes fly out towards this B site. Good flash is going to start to rain in towards the site. One-way smoke thrown out towards barrel. And that's all Chiefs really have going for them.
Well, Tux is in a pretty precarious position. He's going to be helped out a bit by Zeusy. Texter is there as well. The trade's starting to come back now for Grayhound. Good shot from Urcast, at least a 1-for-1, which is what he needed. But there's 15 seconds left now, and Grayhound have to get the bomb down. They don't know the Blitz is so close with the Scout, but I fail to consider what he's going to be able to do in a situation like this. The trade surely comes across. Well, he did actually put a bit of damage into Grayhound there, but it was never going to be a winnable situation for him if he had a rifle. If he had an AK or a FAMAS or even an SMG, might have had something.
I think Chiefs for buy up here just number one because Grayhound had one alive at the end of that, and number two because their money was so different, distributed across the board. Ofnu had 1,400, some of them had like 3.6k, some of them had 4k. Blitz had enough for an AWP. Many talking points for them to be able to do so. Good old Ofnu. A wide peek into connector with only a P250 and light armor. Probably not going to work out for him, and it doesn't. But what more can you really do with, you know, that kind of utility and weaponry?
I don't know. Maybe try and flash Blitz into an angle, but it's too little too late for Blitz now. He's having a look into the connector, but nobody there left for Grayhound. True to their name, they've raced off.
Blitz is actually going to make the play. I mean, they're in a 4-on-5. They don't have the best weapons. He's going to start to hear Malta stomping over here towards T-Spawn. Malta actually just jumps right on top of him.
I would have laughed so hard if Malta actually survived there.
I would really, if we could record like the voice comms of the player, I would love to hear what Malta said when that happened.
Yeah, probably would be something that you wouldn't want to hear on a broadcast. Well, into the A bomb site we go for Grayhound. A good chance for Chiefs to bring back around, and Texter and Tuxer doing a good job of that. But they are overwhelmed by the numbers of Grayhound. Getting a couple of frags, not quite enough. Blitz put into the 1v2 now. This time he does have an orb. It looks much more doable for him than the last with the scout, even though the time is playing in the favor of Grayhound and not him on this occasion. And in fact, without being given a peek, he's going to decide to give it up, which is fair enough. So the AWP is going to go through to the next round, but Grayhound will equalize at 2 apiece. They haven't let it get out of hand at all off the back of the pistol. It's well and good to be winning the pistols for Chiefs, but if they're not going to be able to clean up the gun rounds, that is where obviously the game is going to be won and lost.
Particularly when you go into overtime. And you have those gun rounds to play. Chiefs probably just going to buy some pistols around this AWP and try to make a competitive round of it.
Ooh, almost didn't catch up there.
No. Almost couldn't flick fast enough. Just enough sensitivity.
All I'm going to say is if Malta had a P90, he probably wins that aim duel, so not sure why he hasn't fought one of them in this round.
Not learning from his mistakes, clearly.
I'll have a word to him next time I catch up.
Boost on Blitz to peer into short B. Won't catch anybody making their way over there. Grayhound grouping up towards Monster. Dick Stacey's got this connector control smoking off the left side. Here we go. Grayhound going to be creeping out. Blitz still on the boost. Might be caught out here.
Not quite, and he actually hits a fantastic shot onto Urcast. That might be the inroad into the round that Chiefs need to actually find a win. They've got a lot of players here. Grayhound haven't been able to trade back just yet. If Blitz is given one more angle...
Blitz has a flash that he could use for this middle of sight when Grayhound push up. He hasn't dropped it though. He could send his pistoling players in this whole time, but he still hasn't done so.
Yeah, trying to find the shots himself. Tucks actually a headshot onto Dick Stacey. Blitz knows that Sicko is trapped on the bomb site. But how does Chiefs get in here without much utility? Like you say, just the one flashbang here for Blitz. They have to be quick because they don't have a defuse kit. There goes the flash indeed, but it's not going to result in anything for Zeusy. And again, Blitz in a 1v2. How many times he's been put in a clutch situation so far tonight. Misses the shot onto Dexter, but the trade probably would have come into effect from Malta anyway. It's another reasonably expensive round for Grayhound, but it's a round on the board nonetheless.
I feel like if Blitz drops that flash while most of his team's still alive in towards water there, that could have been an opportunity there for the Chiefs. But by the same token, could have been a situation where they will get sprayed down anyway. Grayhound, they've been winning these rounds, but not super cleanly. So their economy still hasn't really built up yet. It's pretty much 1 or 2 alive most of the time from the lads. Decent nade onto Texter and Blitz. And Grayhound with a bit more of a spread out approach all over the map here. Dick Stacey in towards Connector once again. Offnu playing solo, actually backed up by Blitz this time, and Texter getting aggressive over towards Party. So heavy setup in towards this A side of the map. Door being opened as 2 people creep out Monster. Could potentially distract one of these Chiefs players, maybe incentivize them to actually jump spot, which is what Malta's looking for. Nice creative play out from Grayhound. Might just catch one of these players off guard. Zeusie's only had a nade out.
Malta, what are you doing? Dexter's your friend. He's your friend, but maybe not anymore. 2v2. Bomb's not going to go down on the site just yet. I mean, stop shooting. He's already dead. Come on, bro. Next week, we're going to see Grayhound part of the roster shuffle. Malta out.
A push guy in?
Oh, well, look. At least I wouldn't kill Dexter. I would tell him to get a razor and shave the beard off, though. It's getting a bit straggly. Sicko, whoa, what a great shot from him. And he's put Malta in a winning position now, 1v1. He's got a grenade here as well. It probably isn't enough to finish Texter off. But headshot
I think we can forgive Malta there.
No! No! Never. I'll never forgive Malta. Never forgive him for what he's done to me.
Pretty good one tap at the end. I'm impressed.
I'm glad.
Chiefs now being put on the eco. And Grayhound, again, not a convincing one. So again, their economy is pretty low. And these pistols that the loss bonus has afforded the Chiefs could do some serious damage to this economy and keep it nice and honest as we head forward into this game. But at the end of the day, if Chiefs aren't getting these CT rounds on the board and Grayhound continues to strike, then it's going to be rough days for the Chiefs lads.
It is looking like rough days right now.
But as long as they can keep this economy nice and low for Grayhound, there's always still the door a little bit open for them to get back into this game, right?
Yeah, exactly. What kind of damage can they do with the pistols here? So far, Grayhound haven't really suffered much of a loss, but a decent position for Ofnu, and he's always been able to swindle something when he's been out behind Grayhound. Can he do it again? Well, they're well aware of what shenanigans are going on in the bathrooms. I'll leave that up to the imagination. But it doesn't involve Ofnu anymore. He's been taken down. Dick Stacey there as well, getting involved. And this is looking to be probably the most comfortable round that Grayhound have had in a while. Actually, on Overpass in general, I will say. Every single round they've really been challenged. But this one should be cleaned up nicely with 5 guns alive. Oh, well, spoke too soon. Castle's Curse. Sicko that will cop the brunt of it this time. And Urkas just has to set himself and deal with Zusi. Stacey has a game of whack-a-mole going on there, and he'll get one before going down. Now it's Urkas' turn to see if he can beat that high score. And he won't be able to. Tux, he's whacking back. Has an AK now as well. Does he go for this? Well, if he got the kill on the Malta there, he would, but Dexter will finish it off.
Still alive again.
Still around.
Yep. Doesn't matter, got around.
Yep.
Does matter though.
Does it?
Look at the map.
If you keep winning rounds, it doesn't.
Look at the money.
But if Grayhound goes up 6-2, it doesn't matter.
The money.
But it doesn't matter.
Look at the money.
If they keep winning rounds. That's all that's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying.
Alright, great.
Wow, that hurts.
What are you doing? What are they off to? They're in playground right now. A lot of pressure towards Con and B. This time, switching it up. Malta being left alone towards the B side of the map and everyone else going towards A.
Oh, great. Through the flashbang. Ofnu there on the off angle as well. That's a perfect setup for Chiefs. Could not have gone better.
Even a tag onto Sicko. Add insult to injury.
This is where the economy does start to have a big impact.
That's it. Wise man once said it.
Don't know who that would have been.
Who?
Batman.
I didn't think he had any economic woes for the most part.
That's a good point. Well, that's nicely done from Sicko and Dexter, at least to open up bathrooms, but 50 seconds on the clock. There's still a lot of ground to cover for Grayhound here. They need to find another pick before they can really get into this site with a favourable situation.
Nice little head stack to potentially get a pick. Doesn't really get them anything, though.
If Malta creeps out at the right time, that's exactly what happens. He does get Blitz, who was watching the other angle. Now Tex has been spotted. Zusi on the rotation. Whoa. Malta! Where has that come from?
Doesn't matter, one around.
Exactly. Doesn't matter how much money they have. Tux, he has to do the heroics again for his team. And this was the position that he was able to do it from last round with the Deagle. Now he has the Org, spots out Dexter, but his position's given away, and Malta, well, I think, who was that? It must have been Dexter. Gets a little bit of revenge there onto Malta. Throws a grenade straight at him. Got this.
That's a big opportunity thrown in the bin for Chiefs.
Yes, much like a previous map. Just not quite being able to get it done against Grayhound tonight. We had high hopes, but they do not appear to be eventuating Certainly not so far. So many close rounds, but like I said, doesn't really matter if they're close, if Grayhound just keeps winning. Well, it may still have an impact. Chiefs still can continue to put some damage into Grayhound here with the pistols, and they do. Dick Stacey's down low. Blitz should finish it off, and he will. Not sure that's going to be an aim duel that Blitz is going to win through the wall with a 5-7. Well, here's another opportunity for Grayhound, actually, to start building their economy up if they can take these 4 guns through.
Right. Try to keep as many guns as they possibly can. Molotov into Maze and a smoke. Nice flash out from Dexter. Good utility usage out from Grayhound. Do lose 1 more gun, but that's going to be it. 3 alive.
That's better than it has been.
Yep. Only 1 or 2 for the most part for Grayhound in these last couple of rounds. They're starting to move up in those last alive numbers.
Moving up in the world. Just like the HLTV rankings after IEM Sydney.
Wait, last year or this year?
This year.
Yeah.
I don't know where they ended up getting to. Top 20, I think.
Pretty good. Were they higher after that Katowice performance?
No.
Really?
Apparently it was 17th, as according to Kappa Rost MC himself.
Oh. Wait, can MC talk back to us?
No. He lives vicariously through the producer who relays his...
I don't get these MC insights, unfortunately. Pretty sad about that, to be honest. Might bring that up later.
So this might be...
That's the second time Blitz has pushed into connector and shotgun AWP.
Yeah, sad round for Grayhound.
Oh, that was so close.
I think we both had the same reaction. Come on, Dexter.
There's
what
an
are you doing?
emote that
Oh, no.
it's usually
Right.
associated with that.
You know, there's so many orbs down there, I think he's just like, stuff it. I'll give up. Well, we've been talking a little bit about economic damage in the Grayhound perspective for the last couple of rounds. Now is actually a chance for Grayhound to throw one back. It is obviously a round for Chiefs here, but looking at their money, if Dexter finds another kill or 2, it keeps things quite disastrous on that CT economy. And he has actually managed to slip past Dexter. Catch Tux off guard. Well, the timing here may not be too favourable for Tux. He's given away his position now as well, and Dexter will punish him for that. Bomb plant will not be allowed. In fact, Dexter has faked it. But he is going to be flanked by Dexter in the end. Still, gets 1 kill on the board for himself. Can't be too disappointed. It'll force the reinvestment from Chiefs, keeps them honest. 7-3 though, and Chiefs find their first round in a while, courtesy of Blitz. Good stuff with York. He's been looking good on this map. 14-8, the shining light of hope for the CT side.
In-game leading and shooting real good. Not a easy task to balance.
Well, that's nicely done from Offnu. Doesn't look like a trade's going to be too easy for Grayhound, though they do get it inevitably. Blitz wasn't actually there to find the trade for Offnu. He was backing away, but Offnu was pushing on forward.
Malta only had a P250, but he gets the kill and picks up the AK afterwards.
Yep.
So no rifles lost, even though there was a player lost, and the 1-for-1 should probably be pretty good for Grayhound, especially considering that they are very good at playing the rotations on the map. Obviously, big issue is here Zusi has pushed all the way behind Grayhound, but this could be checked and could be an opportunity for a 1-for-1 for Grayhound.
Or a 1-for-none if the first player on the entry actually makes something happen.
Where's Tux at right now? Is he in ABC?
I would assume so.
Rotating back towards A, he's going to make his way back after this. Oh my god, nothing.
Well, a lot of damage, but no kill. That's the key factor. Smoke to go down on the site. Tux under pressure now as he throws all of his utility out, waiting for the rotation from Texter. Dick Stacey gets a little bit over-eager. The bomb plant does just get denied by Texter. That's nicely done. And the round is quite swiftly cleaned up after the fact.
Along with Greyhound's economy.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna have to take the save here. Here's a big opportunity for Chiefs to build up the cash, build up that CT round count. Make this game a little bit closer. They don't have a bad T side on this map. But I feel like Greyhound's CT side on this map is pretty difficult to deal with.
Would you say it's a pretty pog champ?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think I'm a good Twitch emote, but I'm not that good with the Twitch emotes. Can you guys give me a hand?
What's the best emote to reflect Grayhound's CT side?
Forehead, maybe?
No. That would imply that it's like a joke.
This is how bad I am with Twitch emotes.
I would say it's PogChamp. Well, another buy coming through for Grayhound, but Chiefs have certainly been given an into the half if they can put a string of rounds together here and maybe make it 8-7. But Grayhound very quick into the B bomb site. They're not too keen on that idea. Now Tux is still alive, and I thought he was checked, but apparently that is not the case. Urcast at least will finish him off, but what does Urcast do from here? 2v1. And he's completely disengaging the fight. I swear to God, Tux was checked, but apparently not.
Not, and he spun around like a turret, shot everyone in sight. This isn't an unwinnable 1v2 for Urcast, though.
No, a lot of time. Well, Billy, looks like the PogChamps have it.
I don't know. Smork. That's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
If there was going to be an emote to describe how Ofnu plays in this iteration of cheats, it would probably be Smork.
me orc, me push, me kill.
Alright, Blitz, you've been having a good game. Make it easier on the Chiefs, and he does. Oh, don't knife next to him. It's really mean. Ragdoll was probably there on his screen.
I don't know how Tux gets through there.
That's a pog. That is definitely an octopus with tentacles attached from Tux.
Yep. Sure. If we're going to keep going with the Twitch chat emotes. Right now it's looking a bit Bible thump for Grayhound. God, I'm going to stop. I'm actually cringing at myself, to be honest.
Wow, now you know what it's like having to cast with you all the time.
Alright. Alright, I see how it is. Guess we know who we won't be seeing next to ESL Pro League. Well, Blitz under pressure here. Those Tech 9s running and gunning. Ofnu, however, unchecked. That'll be the end of Sicko, but already Grayhound are getting the kills, and Urcast very sneaky. He catches Ofnu. And this is a moment for Grayhound to really put the nail in the coffin of the Chiefs if they make this first half 9-6. When it was really looking like Chiefs would be able to come back to 8.
Bit of a freebie for Grayhound, really. Making it work with the pistols and armor. But Chiefs, oh, I was going to say they're not going to have any problems buying in this one, but looking at the cash, actually, going to be a bit of a lack of util on some of these players. Potentially no AWP for Blitz if he does drop one of his teammates. He's dropped Tuxafamus, and he's actually miscalculated that. He had 46.50. I think he slightly was like $100 off and thought he would have 47.50 for the AWP, which has actually been very instrumental in his hands, right?
Yeah, it certainly has.
But there you go. Quick maths was not quick enough from Blitz. Or maybe too quick.
Maybe it will be just as good with the AUG. It is still a scoped weapon. And there's one. No recontest from the next T player who had the bomb. Dexter doesn't want anything to do with this. He's going to get out of here quite quickly.
Grayhound going to reposition towards long. Only one player to really deal with that, and that's Texter. Still drop. I was going to say still has the molly. Drops it early. Does actually spot the Urcast heading into that long A corner, and he's going to make the play. Push it in towards bathroom here. Cleans it out. No one knows no one's in there. That's a very key position for him to have. Other two players rotating up, that is Tux and Zuzi. They're going to drop the smoke as well as the flashes in towards long and just buy some time.
Yeah,
this is a good position for Dexter.
This is not fun for Grayhound, although Dexter and Malta have opened up really nicely. I thought the Chiefs had got into the bomb site before the utility had come down. They had the numbers there, but they couldn't win the aim duels. Grayhound get the bomb down. Blitz is close up. It'll net him a free kill onto Urkas, but what more past that? Smoke's going to go down. I don't think that actually properly covers the bomb. And he's going to challenge Blitz. It's 9-6 at the end of the half here, favouring Grayhound. It's looking good for them, the T side. But they'll move over onto CT and see if they can finish this one off with a 2-0 after a halftime break.
From the back roads to back streets, I see you foes trying to trap me, but I don't run like a track meet, even though I'm #1 like an athlete. And the way I maneuver around you and through you, I'm coming and I'm bound to pursue you. I'm everything that you knew of, plus more. What's in store is I'm about to get to you. Sleepless nights, better think this twice before you step to me and come and speak with strife. There's a lesson when you reach my life. It'll be chin-checking and I'll teach you right. Plenty tried, plenty failed. Too many times I've seen plenty bail. And there will be no surprise what I'm about to do when you are looking through my eyes. See many go, see many come. See that they won't bring it to me, son. Try me if you want, but won't be any fun. I'll take the challenge, I'll beat anyone. I'm the one, I'll be quite clear. Bow down to no one, I'm right here. I get it in, I don't fight fair. And guess what? I'm your worst nightmare. Cause I ain't taking no losses. And I don't even care what the cost is. Are you prepared for the forces I'm about to bring? Cause I'm the boss of all bosses. I penetrate your thoughts and fill them with doubt. You gon' feel where I'm coming and feel what I'm about. If they come in with the drama, I'm wheeling them out. Cause I ain't about to have somebody here stealing my clout. I keep my friends close, enemies closer. Cause that's the way it is and the way it's supposed to be. Anybody can see there's only room for one, and that one is me. Plenty tried, plenty failed. Too many times I've seen plenty bail. And there will be no surprise what I'm about to do when you are looking through my eyes. See many go, see many come. See that they won't bring it to me, son. Try me if you want, but won't be any fun. I'll take the challenge, I'll beat anyone. I'm the one, I'll be quite clear.
Listening to some of the soulful music in the break there, Pilly, talking about your worst nightmare. Is it the worst nightmare for the Chiefs tonight? I mean, they had that opportunity. 4 map points in a row on Dust 2. Couldn't close it out. Now they're down again, 9-6.
I mean, they say that the worst nightmare is the one that comes back time and time again.
Mm-hmm.
So
that would be
the
this.
case.
Yeah, exactly. I would like to go back in like the history of all these rosters and think about when the last time actually that Grayhound lost to Chiefs would have been, and I can't really, from my memory, think of it. Maybe last
It'll probably
season.
be one of those like national events.
Yeah, I think it was
Chiefs tend to
A1NZ
do pretty well at.
Championship Season 2 last year,
Yeah.
and they lost at the offline finals. And it was Chiefs and Order, from memory, that went through to the grand finals, Chiefs winning it. But that was like November last year.
And that was a completely different roster as well.
Yeah, definitely a different Chiefs roster. The only remaining members would be Texter and Tux.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, yeah, it's definitely been tough going tonight for Chiefs. Again, that first half, it leaves them a little bit to play with, but like I don't know if it's enough moving into this second half now.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I mean, Grayhound can have even more dominant sort of T-side performances, but moving on to their CT, they should be pretty comfortable. This is their best map by far. I have seen some stuff on the T-side from Chiefs, though, and I'm hoping that they can still keep it nice and competitive, but I'd imagine that even if they're able to make some things work on the T-side, even if they're able to get the pistol that they've been pretty consistent at getting tonight, I'm not sure if it's going to be enough to necessarily push them over the line.
And where do we go if they don't get the pistol, really? Like,
Yeah.
I think actually every single pistol has gone the way of Grayhound, of the way of Chiefs against Grayhound tonight. So, look, yeah, it just doesn't seem like they're getting enough rounds on the board outside of the pistols when you think about probably 9 of the rounds tonight, or 7 to 9 of the rounds tonight that Chiefs have been able to pick up have been off the back of the pistols. Sure, they got quite a lot on Dust too, so maybe that's not necessarily as big of a factor, but here they got 6 rounds on the CT side, 2 free ones off the pistol. So I don't know if they're really quite getting to the numbers that they need to be, but we'll see if they're going to drop that streak. And if Grayhound, I mean, when it really matters now for Chiefs, if Grayhound actually can pick up the pistol. I think if Grayhound wins this pistol, the map's over.
Ooh, big calls.
Is it though?
I think it is.
Okay.
Ring con for Chiefs, one on either extremity, and look at this centralized pistol out of Grayhound. Everyone chilling in the middle.
Not a good start for Chiefs, and this is a very, very nice setup actually for Grayhound. Dexter going to be able to peek out, perfect timing. Looks like the dream is dead for Chiefs. The 4 from 4 in terms of pistol rounds for this series not going to be completed. One goes the way of Grayhound, and it might be the one that pushes them through to Occitane. Obviously, it's not going to be just that yet for Grayhound.
What does that say, John?
Time for, I don't know what Tapeten Veshel means.
Time for...
Du hast ihn dir verdient is like, you deserve it. I think it's like an ad for an apartment or something.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure there'll be somebody in chat that speaks better German than I do.
Surprise. On a broadcast like this. A force out of Chiefs, by the way. BTW.
That's true. A lot of smoke grenades. So they have something in mind. What's the thought process here? Bit of a split for Chiefs right now. Just slowly looking to take some map control. They are being able to do that without costing themselves much utility at all.
Greyhound have heard the Deagle shots coming out, and they should be well aware that not many kills came away for Chiefs in that last round, which is probably indicative of the force. Advanced position for Dexter. He still does have full utility to his belt. Siko's got some to throw down. Dick Stacey doesn't have any, but he's got the big man Org. Chiefs here setting up the smokes. Dexter's still behind enemy lines. Could make a massive amount of impact. Execute comes out on the site.
Well, not much of an execute if you can't get past Dexter. The troll in the bathrooms. Gets 3 kills for the SMG. Does eventually fall, but that's a lot of cash over to him. And Zusi, he won't be able to offer too much resistance. 11 up for Greyhound. They navigate the force buy from the Chiefs pretty well.
Yeah, Dexter pretty much just picked them up and dunked their head in the toilet there. RIP. Chiefs now.
Looks like I got the translation correct.
Nice.
It's an ad for traveling, apparently.
That's what I thought it would be.
But everyone says it. You've earned it. Yeah. So there you go.
You've earned your praise, Jordan.
Thank you.
Good job.
Anything else you want me to translate? Let me know. I'll do my best.
Got some more explicit text for later, but until then, just keep it nice and PG.
All right. But if it's explicit in German and it's an English broadcast, it doesn't really matter. Well, Dexter's going to give it another crack here, and he probably gets a few. Well, 2. No, actually, Dick Stacey stole 1 away from him, so just the 1 for Dexter this time. There you go. 12-6 for Greyhound.
Alright, Chiefs, this is the comeback on hard mode. Going up against a strong CT economy. Dexter's actually going to keep the scout. AWP for Siko. Urquhart's going to stay with the MP9, which we know he can do totally fine with. But it's going to buy himself the AWP. Lucy has been one of their power players in good Chiefs performances. Nofnu's having a bit of a quiet one as well, although not too quiet. So we're going to need to see those two really step up heavily for the Chiefs to come back into this game. Can't just be Blitz doing the heavy lifting here.
Yeah.
Because when we've seen Chiefs play well, it has been Zusi and Nofnu having good games. Nice angle out of Texter. Looking for a bit of a pick onto the left side of bathroom. Get a bit of information.
Yeah, but Chiefs, for their own right, are giving up quite a bit of control over the B-bomb side of the map. In towards short water, Urquhart has pushed forward with his SMG. Malta's holding a pretty forward angle, just peeking down Monster. They're neither of them really seeing a whole lot, so starting to get the sense here for Grayhound that they might be feeling that this is a push toward bathrooms.
Bit of timing here for Chiefs if they catch Sicko or Urquhart out, but Sicko hasn't been caught out at all.
Drops
Dumps
the
the
bomb as
flash
well.
over short A as well.
Sees one more player there as well in Death Alley. It's Texter on to Dexter. Haven't seen too much of that tonight. Haven't been the tongue twisters just yet, but Urquhart is in a very nice spot here and Tux won't properly check it. Urquhart slowly makes his way up, and luckily for him, Tux is the player that's very low. Easy kill for Urquhart to be able to find himself an AK there as well, but the real action is going to be going on towards the bomb side, and Sicko uncharacteristically missing a shot, but then, well, makes amends for it with a nice one onto Zusi. Multiple finish blitz off. 13's up for Grayhound. Looks like we may be seeing a quick end to this second map. Certainly quicker than Dust 2, that is for sure.
Good decision here for Chiefs. Whether to force or allow Grayhound into the 14th. I've seen them make the half buy work pretty well, so I wouldn't be surprised if they go for it. This time, not the same approach that we've seen before from them. I've seen them make the half buy work last night, where they went for a bit of an execute towards the B-bomb site, and that worked fairly well for them. Would have liked to see them go for that approach this round. Especially because it feels like their individuals, apart from Blitz, aren't really stepping up to the occasion. So maybe that kind of an execute could work out a little better than trying to make the individuals pop off with the Deagles
Why
and
is the bomb
pistols.
there?
I guess we won't have to worry about that. I picked it up.
It would have been quite interesting if like Chiefs would have fanned out across the map and Grayhound just pushes Monster and sees the bomb. Like, what?
That LED blink is horrible. Why does it blink so fast?
Just so that you know that it's ready to go.
Oh. I don't like that at all. I really don't like
You're
that.
getting a little bit triggered.
FC knows how to trigger me now.
Hashtag trigger warning, LED bulb blinking very fast.
Let's see if he remembers that. Alright, well for now we will see that you'll hear the chirping birds, but it's only a matter of time until these more loud shots come out from either team. Probably more likely to be Grayhound.
Well, Texter's working his way. Hasn't been seen by Sicko just yet. All it takes is one good shot from the Deagle. Timing won't quite favour him though. And that is a clean anti-eco. 14-6. Grayhound, they are not messing around. This might be exactly what you fear.
Man, look at their money. It's like that Extra Fire sponsorship has come in clutch. Need to get these boys some more sponsors.
Yep. Grayhound buses.
Gucci.
That would work. You know, rolling up into the LAN. I could imagine that.
Chief's going to go fast towards this short B area. Already lost Dexter through the wall to Dexter.
Oh god. It's not looking good, is it? It's not looking fun. As soon as you start the round, you're playing essentially with 3. Nade's going to smack Offnu in the face there as well. Damn, that is a lot of damage. Just nothing going right for the Chiefs at the moment on the T side of Overpass. Seems like they really needed that map win on Dust 2 to push us through to Nuke if they were to have a chance here, because it's just not looking possible at all on Overpass. Urquhart on the angle will catch Zusi. It's actually Sicko that gets the kill. Doesn't matter in the end. 3 guns through from Grayhound. That's plenty enough. Urquhart's up to almost 16k.
Unfortunately, it's looking like the same story from last time. One map, nice and close. Could have been there for the Chiefs. But once they lose that one, it feels like it's not quite able to get up from that, and Grayhound sort of rolls over them.
Yep. It's looking a little bit gebrochen for the Chiefs if we're going to continue going with the German analogies. Gosh, I mean, it's not even close. It is not even close. Sicko's shotgun AWP outside of the connector opening. And it is definitely Greyhounds to lose now. 15 is up. I mean, how quickly has this second half gone? Not a single round the way of Chiefs. Barely any of them have even been close.
CT's been pretty rock solid. Tuck's going to find Urcast, but still the man advantage for Grayhound. Be backing them to close this one out.
Yeah, Tux has had his moments here on Overpass, but just hasn't really been able to combine them in sync with Blitz when he was on the CT side. There was either one or the other, and neither being able to do enough really to put much on the board for Chiefs.
Player was spotted towards long A with the bomb. Going to make his way back towards B. That's actually caused a rotation out from Dick Stacey, who flashes out towards long A. Sicko checks that again. Still no one there.
Well, if Malta falls for free, then there's something to be said for this round. He's been spotted. It's going to buy time for the rotation. It does. Dick Stacey very, very quick down, and that really keeps Malta feeling a little bit more comfortable. He'll take another peek, spots out Zusi, and, well, falls back into the loving arms of Dick Stacey, which don't really exist much anymore. But Malta decides to take the fight himself, puts Zusi low, and Sicko will finish it off. No worries at all there for Greyhound. It's 2-0 to